Madhurima Nigam. We welcome you both to the Indian Merchant Chamber Ladies Wing program. May I request the Ladies Wing program committee to join us on the stage for a photograph? Good evening. A few words about our chief guest for today. We have with us India's one of the most celebrated for Madhurima. Madhurima is a renowned designer and she launched her own label towards a specific couture line for the men's style, and naturally she would bring her designs to life through what she says the greatest inspiration behind her design is her husband. She is also an RJ on FM 92.7 with her own famous radio show Kuch Panne Zindagi Ke. And of course, she is the inspiration behind the most melodious voice of India, Sonu Nigam. Before we start the program, we would like to present a small token of appreciation on behalf of Indian Merchant Chambers and the IMC Ladies Wing to both Juhi Chawla and to Miss Madhurima Nigam. I request the president of our main chamber, Mr. Dilip Piramal, to please give a small token of appreciation to Juhi ji, please. I now request our immediate past president, Shri Prabodh Thakkarji, to please give a token of appreciation to Miss Madhurima Nigam. Prabodhji, can we have you on stage, please? I hand over the mic to our compere for the evening, Ms. Vanita Bhandari. Thank you. Juhi, may I welcome you to the Indian Merchant Chamber Ladies Wing once again, and please, the podium is all yours. I hope. All right, there it is. A very, very good afternoon to all the lovely ladies here. And thank you for joining me today. Margaret Thatcher said, in politics, if you want something said, say it to a man. If you want something done, say it to a woman. So I am very glad that today I'm talking to women because I know they can make a big difference. Okay, many people, especially ignorant people, want to punish you
for speaking the truth, for being correct, for being you. Never apologize for being correct or being years ahead of your time. If you are right and you know it, speak your mind. Even if you are a minority of one, the truth is still the truth. Mahatma Gandhi. So, at the very beginning of this presentation, let me make a disclaimer. I am not here, or my little team here is not against any cellular company. And we are certainly here not to tell you that you have to throw away your cell phones. No. We just want to draw your attention to certain aspects of radiation that we may be overlooking these days. So today's presentation, what do I really want you to take home is that long-term overexposure to EMF radiation, that's electromagnetic field radiation, will damage your health. And you must be smarter than your smartphone, okay? So, how many of the ladies have their cell phones here today? Silly question to ask in the beginning, eh? Okay, how many of you have two cell phones here? All right, those who have one cell phone will pay attention. And those who have two cell phones will pay double the attention, okay? All right, let's just begin with how does a cell phone work? All right, so you have your cell phone. It is powered by battery. You know, you charge it with electricity. There's a certain technology. And when you dial a couple of numbers, what does it do? It sends out a signal in the air to the nearest antenna. From that antenna goes another signal in the air to another antenna, to another antenna, to another antenna, till they have found the number that you dialed out. So the closest antenna to that phone connects to that phone with another wave in the air. All this is happening in the air. There are waves shooting. When that number has been found and this connection is established, on these waves in the air, your voice will travel back and forth. Okay, so let's just think about this. You dial a number here in Mumbai and you dial out to your friend who is in a mall in Delhi. You've dialed out. In seconds, these waves have shot in the air, gone through antennas, possibly also switching center, some computers, some fiber optics, and reached your friend in Delhi. She's in some mall shopping in Louis Vuitton, but they found her. It's happening in seconds. In seconds. And once this call is established, there is not even a second's, delay in the voice traveling. So how fast is all this moving? How fast? It's an amazing technology. It's an amazing technology. But it's not to be fooled around with. It's not a toy. Okay. So these waves in the air, how are they created? Man figured out how to make these waves in the air. It's a technology, a tool, powered by electricity or battery, can create waves in the air. What I want you to know is that radio waves, these waves in the air that are being used for cell phones, are closest in range to microwaves. They're closest in range to microwaves. Now, where did we last hear microwaves? Microwave ovens. Everybody's familiar with those. I'm hoping a lot of you don't have them at home. Do you? You do? You don't use it, good. Okay. But that's it. At least we're familiar with microwave ovens. How does that microwave oven work? There is no fire. And yet, the food in the microwave oven heats up. Now, how is this happening? Again, it's a microwave oven. It's a tool, a technology running in that little box. It's powered by electricity, and it creates waves inside that box, right? And what those waves inside that box do is they make the molecules of your food vibrate faster. As it is, the molecules were vibrating. We all have molecules. Molecules is, let's say, it's the smallest part of any being. So, for an example, this building. So the smallest part of this building would be, say, a brick. So similarly, our bodies, the smallest particle would be a cell. So the molecules of the food, and all of these cells, they vibrate. They will vibrate faster. Let me take you a little more in a flashback to school. If we remember, we learned, so air molecules, the molecules are far away. So if you put even a little, if you irritate them even a little, they will vibrate faster because there's a lot of space. Liquid molecules are a little more packed. That's why a liquid is a liquid. It's a little more packed, needs a little more irritation, and then those molecules will vibrate faster. In a solid like this table here, the molecules are very densely packed. There's no place to move. So it'll take a little more of irritation to make them move very fast and create heat in this. So air, because there's a lot of space, will heat up fast, very fast. Liquids will take a little more time, and solids like this will take a lot more time. That's why if you put food into an oven, a microwave oven, the dish will take longer to heat up than the little soft food or the curry that you have put inside. Yes? Normally when you use a microwave oven, you will heat the food for what? A minute? 2 minutes? Now what if you heat that food for 2 hours? What if you heated that food for 2 months? And then for 2 years? Okay. When you're sold a microwave oven, there are guidelines on how you can use it. They say when you want to use it, you turn it on, you close the door. You close the door of the microwave oven, you step back from it. Ideally, you step back because some of those radio waves travel out of that transparent door in the front. And they don't want that to be in contact with you, come in contact with you. So they tell you to step back. When it goes ding, the food is hot, you actually are supposed to give it a few seconds before all that radio wave activity dies down inside. Then you open the door and then you put your food in. You don't immediately go and yank your hand in, ideally. Pregnant women are advised not to use microwave ovens, to stay away. So what I want you to remember is that radio waves used for cell phones are closest in range to microwaves. Okay, so for our phones to work, there's 2 parts to the story. There's a cell phone and then there's an antenna, right? You need these 2 things to make your cell phone work. Let's see, how does a cell phone work? Now, all of you have your phones in your hands, in your bags, and you're thinking it's sitting there doing nothing. No, it's still working. Every 40, 50 seconds, a signal is going from your phone. If it's on, it is going to the nearest antenna to give attendance. I'm here. I'm here. Because otherwise, how is that antenna to know which cell phone is sitting where? So every 40, 50 seconds, your phone is connecting to the antenna with an airwave. Boom, it goes there, connects. Now if you have Wi-Fi and if you have Twitter and you have emails coming down, what's happening? There's more work going on. Yeah? It's coming down, all your notifications are coming, your emails are dropping in. So there's a lot of activity. Yeah, Tejal here, my assistant, is now going to help us with a little demonstration. It is quite interesting. So we have Miss Doshi's number, and you are going to call her up. So she is going to call up Miss Doshi here. So let's hear that. So she dials out the number. What happens? The airwave goes to the nearest antenna. The antenna figures out, oh, Miss Doshi is right here. And the signal comes back here from the antenna. Okay, we've got music there. So great. What does this mean? This airwave traveled out of this building to reach that antenna. That antenna is maybe 2 buildings away. It has crossed these buildings. It travels through these materials. Yeah? Now, Miss Doshi, I'd like you to sit on your phone. Yeah, just sit on it. Please. Yeah, it sounds a little funny, but yeah, please, Tejal, if you could please try her again. Now, let's see what happens. Okay, let us know in case we can't hear it. Whether it's ringing inside, it's ringing down there. Wowzy. And there was not an inch of air around it. So what has happened? This airwave has traveled out and then come back to Mrs. Doshi, and it has traveled possibly through her body, through that chair, to reach her phone. Now, we're going to just wrap her cell phone in the aluminium foil that you use for packing your sandwiches for your kids at school, which I think we must minimize because aluminium is not a great thing for your food. But so here we're just going to completely pack her phone with the aluminium foil, and Tejal is again going to try her and see if she can get through. All right, so again, she has dialed out. The airwave has gone there. Is it ringing? Is it ringing? It isn't ringing. What does it say? It's hunting. Oh, I think we need to put a little more foil on that. Yeah, please. So some of the air is still able to get in. We'll just sort of pack the aluminium in a way that the air can't quite get in. Okay, now it's just completely packed with aluminium foil. That's all that's happened. We're just trying to minimize, not minimize, we're trying to cut out the contact with air or atmosphere. We're just trying to block it completely. Okay, let's see what happens. Put yours on speakerphone first. It is?
This call is currently unavailable. If you are a preferred customer, you can now call 123.
So it is saying that the phone is unavailable right now. And all we've done is just put it in aluminium foil completely. That's it. So what does this show? The airwave went there. The airwave is now trying to find her, locate her phone, but it cannot because metal reflects that airwave back. It can't get through to the phone. So what I just want you to remember is these waves are traveling through buildings, through bodies, through all this soft material, through water, it absorbs, it goes past, but metal, it reflects. It's very much like light. Our email address, anything at all that I'm not able to cover here for you, please contact us and Tejal or myself or Mr. Munshi will get back and we'll try and help. Thank you very much. If taaliyan thodi aur ho jaye, I don't mind at all.
Thank you, Juhi, for this wonderful presentation and lots of thoughts for us to take home.
Yeah, you did. If you told me and I have no clue. I'm thinking, is this her or not her?
I have got appointment. That's why.
Thank you.
Okay. Next time just tell me, yeah. I really got confused from up there in the distance. And then later on I saw her.
At the end, because that should be the last word. So first, anyway, but I must appreciate the sincerity and the detail in which Juhi ji has gone. I am saying Juhi ji particularly because inspired deserves that respect. So I don't want to make it so casual today, you know. So, and you are doing such good work. So in fact, I would like to say that Juhi ji, I think the country deserves something much better, and your personality, your dedication to social causes, you have to do things much larger. And there is an absolute inspiration. A very famous actress has been ruling the state for 15 years. Of course, I don't want you to follow in her footsteps. And I think the country deserves people like you, and your canvas has to be much larger. I sincerely say this. Opportunities, and we would like Maharashtra to have a female chief minister. What do you say? And then maybe you can become prime minister also.
I'd just like to say thank you very much, Mr. Piramal, Shalini, Piramal, please. Thank you so much for inviting me here, Madhurima, for all that you said today. Vineeta Bhandari for introducing me, and all of you wonderful people who stayed right till the end. Wow. I know there may still be questions which didn't quite get answered. Please feel free to contact us. You can leave that slide here later. Just contact us. We'll try and help you as much as we can. Give you the information that you want. So, great. Thank you.
Ramji, Dr. Naveen Reyes, and Kapoor. So I would request you all to please come here. And if he's been your gynecologist, we would like to invite you to.
I now think they want to get it started.
No, ऐसा कुछ नहीं.
जूही जी, हमने देखा बहुत सारी ये जरा डोर बंद करना, हमने देखा बहुत सारी बातें आपने रेडिएशन के बारे में बताई. तो कैसा रहा एक्सपीरियंस आज का, लोगों को आपने इंटरेक्ट किया और बहुत सारी बातें.
शालिनी पिरामल जी ने मुझे यहाँ पर बुलाया था. शी इज़ द चेयरमैन ऑफ IMC लेडीज़ विंग. लेडीज़ से बात करना बहुत ही सही मैं समझती हूँ, क्योंकि औरतों को जब कुछ बताया जाए जो कि विच दे फाइंड वैल्यूबल, तो वो बात सिर्फ उन तक नहीं रहती, वो उनके परिवार तक जाती है, उनकी दोस्तों तक जाती है, उनकी कम्युनिटीज़ के साथ जाती है. तो मेरा तो यही मकसद होता है कि इसके बारे में जानकारी मैं जहाँ तक पहुँचा सकूँ मैं करूँ. तो जब मैं औरतों से बात करती हूँ, मुझे पता है कि वो एक औरत वहाँ पर आगे ये बात को लेकर ही जाएगी. तो मेरी बात यहाँ तक सीमित नहीं रहेगी, बहुत सारे लोग इससे लाभ उठाएंगे.
जी बिल्कुल. हम हर साल देखते हैं इस तरह के रेडिएशन के आप सपोर्ट करती हैं.
जी.
तो और आगे इस मतलब किस तरह से और इम्प्रूवमेंट हो और क्या कुछ हमें देखने को मिलेगा आगे?
देखिए, मेरी बात जहाँ तक आगे जाएगी, जितने लोग इसके बारे में जानेंगे वो अपना पहले बचाव करें। ये रेडिएशन लगातार आपसे टकराती रहे, उससे आपकी सेहत को हानि पहुँचेगी। तो अपना थोड़ा बचाव कीजिए। फिर मेरा ये मकसद भी है, जैसे ही लोग ज़्यादा जान पाएँ इसके बारे में, आवाज़ उठे ताकि गवर्नमेंट इसके बारे में कुछ करे। और इसके बारे में एक्चुअली देश विदेश में चर्चा हो रही है। साइंटिस्ट अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड इसके बारे में उन्होंने अपनी अर्ज़ी भेजी है वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को। 190 साइंटिस्ट्स 39 कंट्रीज़ से उन्होंने अपना पिटिशन भेजा वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को कि इसके बारे में ज़्यादा जानकारी भी फैले और इसके बारे हाउ डू यू से हैव मोर मेजर्स टू प्रोटेक्ट पीपल एंड दोज हु वुड बी मोर अफेक्टेड, जैसे कि बच्चे या बूढ़े या फिर बुज़ुर्ग, मेरा मतलब है, या फिर जो कमज़ोर हों, उनको ज़्यादा इफ़ेक्ट पड़ता है इस रेडिएशन का। तो इनका बचाव ये सोचते हुए वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इसके बारे में कुछ करे। और सिर्फ मैं ये बताऊं, सिर्फ लोगों पर प्रभाव नहीं पड़ेगा, इससे आपके जो पशु पक्षी छोटे छोटे हैं उन पर भी प्रभाव पड़ता है। तो दिस इज़ गोइंग टू यू नो, चिड़िया जो हैं दे यूज़ द मैग्नेटिक फोर्स, इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फोर्स ऑफ द अर्थ टू फाइंड देयर वे। जब वो माइग्रेट करती हैं, जब वो कहीं उड़ती हैं, दिशा उन्हें कैसे पता चलती है? विद द अर्थ्स फोर्सेस। मगर हमारी ये रेडिएशन उनको शायद कंफ्यूज कर देती है। हनी बीज़ को वो अपना छत्ता नहीं ढूंढ पाते कभी कभी, क्योंकि वो कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं इस रेडिएशन से। सो मैनी थिंग्स गेट अफेक्टेड, सो स्टडीज़ नीड टू बी डन। यू कैनॉट टेल चिल्ड्रन आज सब लोग लैपटॉप ले आओ और वाईफाई पे शुरू हो जाओ। दिस इज़ नॉट गुड फॉर देम, दिस इज़ नॉट अ स्मार्ट थिंग टू डू। क्योंकि यस, आप यहाँ पर इंस्टेड ऑफ पेपर आप लैपटॉप पे या अपने आईपैड पे पढ़ लेंगे, मगर ये वाईफाई क्या कर रहा है और उन पर क्या प्रभाव पड़ रहा है बच्चों पर, स्पेशली अगर एक पूरी क्लास बैठी हुई है और सबके पास एक टैबलेट है, ये जो वाईफाई पे रेडिएशन चल रहा है ये उन पर क्या असर करेगा, इसके बारे में जब तक पूरी तरह जानकारी नहीं है, इट इज़ नॉट अ गुड थिंग टू डू।
और एक आखिरी सवाल जानना चाहूँगा, शाहरुख खान वानखेड़े स्टेडियम से जो बैन,
अब ये कहाँ की बात कहाँ चली गई? अच्छा चलो अगली बात, भाई IIJW में मिलते हैं अभी। चलो चलो वहाँ पे, चलो डब्ल्यू ये नहीं वो